yo, I got it. Like I think I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just had that it moment.
Well, hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick, real quick. Keep that because I have to do this. What Deonica said is so real that she came right behind what J. Cole said. And then we'll jump right on what you said because that's what you just said is important too. She said, "I love what J. Cole said. However, it's too many leads. Too many. It's not too many leads saying that ladies truly don't know they can truly let go.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we gotta listen, man. We gotta listen, man. We gotta." Then she says, "Prime example. I've been dancing for over 14 years, and I've never danced with J. Cole. Yeah, we gotta change some things, man. There's something. I'm glad we're having these discussions right now about it. We got to do some things a little better. Um, so we got to figure out, what is the solution? What can we do? To get the word out about the leads. Hey, leads, we want to learn how to let our ladies go a little bit more. I guess not be so critical or something. I don't know, but we want to do something. Ooh, here we go. I agree with Deonica, Miss Donna. So there is something going on in our community.
Yeah, we definitely got to fix that.
So guys, let's think about that. Even though we're learning stuff, let's work on even being better in our leads in our community, so we can, so the ladies can relax. There's another one. So the real ladies can relax and let go. Melinda says she amen in Deonica too. So I guess what, guys, we've got to do something as far as allowing the ladies to either finish their dance count, allow them to dance in between, feel a flow, something. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I don't mean what they're doing right now with Dunny. That was so much fun. We were playing around with the song "Good Kisser" and shooting guns. It was so funny.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. That was so funny. But anyway, back on task. Guys, we got to start doing something because even Deonica just says, just letting you know what the ladies come to me about the leads. She just letting us know. So, guys, so our leads that are on the line today, listen, we're not pulling these things out to make leads feel bad or anything, because these messages are not just to you guys. These messages are to us as well, too, on the panel. So we can understand that, we're not allowing the ladies to kind of, in a sense, you know, to dance and stuff like that too. Let's see. I've had leads tell me they won't ask me to dance. I've been told by an unnamed to just follow. That's it.
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
think we opened up a box of worms that we wasn't trying to open.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Huh?
I said, oh my, oh my.
Hey, J. Cole, I don't think she was saying that it was that you was wrong for not dancing with. I just think y'all had just haven't, unfortunately, y'all just haven't been at the same events. And that's what she was saying. Man, it's a shame that y'all have been at the same events, because y'all would love dancing with each other. Y'all would love dancing with each other.
Deanna got some spice. Yeah, man.
So
Oh no,
yeah,
Mark, what was your answer?
Oh, I was just asking y'all guys, or even the people that's watching, when was that time where you was learning this dance, where you had that it moment where you felt, like, hey, I got this dance, where you go through everything, like whether you played sports or not, it's a certain time where, um, during that game, you just had that moment where you knew you had it and you knew you couldn't be stopped or whatever it was, whether it's sports or whatever, but you knew you had that moment and you knew that you had this dance. Do y'all remember when y'all had that it moment?
I do. Actually, I remember the first moment when I knew I didn't have it. Billy was doing events out there, right there, right in Richardson off of 75, Spring Valley at Club Orb. And I was dancing with Miss Coretta Turner. And that lady had so much flavor and so much style that it just made me freeze. I said, okay. And it wasn't until the second time I got to dance with her, I said, okay, I got it now. So, so I always give a shout out to her because she the one that helped free my mind about this dance and just let me know it's a whole different world of possibilities out there. So, I think they go all the way back to 2010. That's the fun thing about it. Because guess what? Me thinking, you know what? I didn't graduated 2010. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Go out social dancing. Um, we didn't have this in class, so just like I said, that social dancing that's the best teacher in the whole world because will show you some stuff.
Man.
So, but yeah, it was the second time I danced with Miss Coretta Turner. That's when I knew I'll be all right out here. I'll be all right, and yeah, I could just flow with everybody. Well, until I met me a little bit, and that still took another 6 or 7 months before I even danced with her. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. That's all right.
Yeah, gotcha. What about you, Dominique?
There were moments when I thought I had it. Till I saw someone else dance. There were moments when I knew I had it until I went and took technique from someone else. And it was about technique and it wasn't about their dance. I told an instructor that I got this. You can't tell me about this. Until they showed me techniques that I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of us go through different phases of thinking we have it until we finally get to the point of actually knowing we have it. And even though we may not know every pattern that somebody may know, we can understand the science behind how it works and can give it back to you. At that point is when I felt like I knew exactly what I was doing. And I think that moment came about maybe about 6 or 7 years ago.
Shut up.
And that was after being awarded all these awards and swing out and competing in West Coast swing and still fussing with myself because there were still things that I didn't understand. And until I can physically do them, but if I can't understand them so I can, break them down completely, then no, I do not have it. And so I think now I've gotten to a point now that I can truly say I've mastered this. And now I've mastered it to a point where I can have a conversation with someone and see their point without flipping out. You know what I'm saying? Because a person who thinks they know it, a lot of time we flip out immediately on everybody because we know it all, whatever. And I've been guilty of it. I'll say it here. I've been guilty of it. But it really took having to sit back and analyze everything for a lot of years and go back and look at competitions you've been through. Go back and work on stuff and really put your own self through a magnifying glass and say, do I really have this or not? And I know a lot of people don't care. They're like, man, I don't know. This ain't that deep to me. Yeah, I get it. But to me, what I always feel is whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do it to the absolute best of my abilities. And it also aligns with me teaching music. So I couldn't, there was no way I could do this and say I knew it like I know music.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to know this the way I know music. And so, like I said, I think it's been recently, probably even I'll go even further than that, over the past 3 years, that I feel like I can sit back and say, I can sit back and analyze your dance and know exactly what you're doing, why it's happening that way. And it's not your fault. It's just something you're doing in certain parts of it that you can correct. I think that's what it is. And once a lot of us get out of this thing of that we do know it all, and at a point you will get to a point where you do know it. Lawrence Bradford is a master at what he does, and he's gotten to that point after so many years of studying what he does and doing it so much, and taking it from just the one dance side to really understanding other dances and the mechanics and how they work. Like, I don't step, but I've been sitting back and really starting to understand physics of how it works. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I understand, can sit, watch and say, oh, okay. Now, ballroom, I can sit back and diagnose it as an instructor would. I may not be able to pick it up the first time I jump up there and do it, but give me about 4 weeks, I promise you I had a dance down. Because I understand how dance technique works and how it's applied. Once you get there, that's when you start to say, I got it. In this. So like I said, for me, it's only been within the past, I would say, 3 to 6 years that the light bulbs went off and said, aha, get out yourself, homeboy. You didn't know it all. There were some things you did get wrong, such and such and such. And I can go back and say, and that's why I feel like now, even the students that I have now are benefiting so much more from this than probably my students did before. That I pressed a little bit harder to get things. But now, because I took a lot of time to figure out my deficiencies in it and stuff, I think I was able to pass on things like DeMarick and other folks now that's helping them be able to say, I got it. I'm starting to understand now, because I didn't understand. Sometimes you're the only person out there on an island by yourself, and you're thinking you're the king of this pond until you go learn some stuff, and then you're like, oh my God, I've been the biggest a-hole this entire time because of this, that, and the other, not knowing that there is so much more, a whole nother level to achieve. But because you're so stagnant and feeling like I'm the king of this little pond, you tend to stagnate your own self and kill the possibility of creation in what you're doing.
That's facts.
So I didn't mean to go so long, but
I, I need
get
y'all to check out this part right here with me and the COVID hit. Hey, woo! Yeah,
yeah.
there,
Y'all out there killing something, man. I see it. Courtney over there doing it. It's all three of us out there having a smash time. And everybody is distanced. Isn't that so cool? Mask on, distanced. Good stuff. Pam, thank you. I agree, Dominique. It's knowing and understand. I'm telling you, when you learn and understand dance technique, it opens up everything that you can do in your dance scene. It opens up lights and tunnels and just this stuff like, oh my God, I can do this. I can open this. It opens the door to creativity and life.
I agree.
J. Cole said, like you told me back then, it's the little things, bro. I've been telling people for the longest, and I know I'm sorry to have been a butthole to so many of y'all for so long, but I have a passion about things. I would hate for y'all to actually come to see what I do to, or have done to, my band kids at Kimball for years on the band field. Y'all would think that is cruel and unusual punishment to do to kids. Listen, I had kids giving me 25 on parking lot concrete with rocks and stuff on it. I mean, but we were first place champions. We didn't play them games.
Ready.
I stood up against college bands. I didn't care. That's how my head works. And like I said, it translates into my music, into the dancing and all that. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. But no, I'm not sorry, because I want y'all to be great. Cheers.
Yay. Okay. Next question. What is something that you felt you really knew about Swingout, but after years on your journey, either change your mind about or now questioning. Woo! That's a good way to, yeah, that's a good last question right there. But woo. Again, it says, what is something that you felt you really knew about Swingout, but after years on your journey, either changed your mind about or are now questioning? That's a good question.
I just want to get some feedback from the audience on this one, because this is a good one. I'm even gonna say it again. What is something that you felt you really knew about Swingout, but after years on your journey, either changed your mind about or are now questioning?
Don't
y'all rush to answer all at once.
J. Cole said popcorn. Shoot, I'm sipping my tea. It's a good question, man. Yeah, Donna, it is.
I don't know, Dominique. That might be considered a low grunt from us, so we can't do that no more.
No, I'm giving me a low grunt in there. Okay, so what she's saying, Melinda's saying that I thought that this was about having fun and enjoying the dance. So what do you think? What did you realize that it was more about, or what are you saying that you feel it was more about? That's in a sense that you discovered.
That's a good start right there.
And other people, it's okay for you to go ahead and type in again. I'm going to read these answers, y'all. And I mean, now, Miss Janetta, you've been around, you've been on some live feeds, you've been on a lot of different things, and so I think a lot of people, something you felt hey, I really noticed about this dance, but after your journey, either you changed your mind about it or, now you're questioning.
Listen, I think some of y'all scared to answer this question. I think only one person answered. One person answered.
There was a whole chatterbox just 5 minutes ago.
Now nobody don't want to answer. Everybody get a hush mouth. If you're scared, go to church.
Okay, so what are you guys? Come on, James. I know you got something.
Actually, mine was a negative to a positive, because growing up for me, I was a b-boy, so part of the dancing wasn't at all. So getting into it, that was different. Then I thought this for old folks, but getting into it, and now you can't even get me out the dance floor. But basically, it's just a matter of how can I say this? I thought I would get it because I was a b-boy. The dance was simple to me. And then really, I didn't start incorporating, putting my own style into it till later on. And that's what made me change my mind about this dance, because I know some people don't know the dance. They'll sit there at the table and they'll be like, y'all just all doing the same moves all night. I'm saying, you really don't understand this dance if you think that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the different personalities, the different movements, the different dance styles, all within these basics that's happening. And like I made a comment earlier this week, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if you don't have a good foundation, really, when you comment, I'm looking at you to see you ain't even got no good footwork. So I ain't even trying to hear what you got to say. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, that made me change my mind about the dance. Just being able to, I can be more creative with this than I could even in my b-boy days, because you actually got a partner that you have to concern yourself with and make something happen. So
Okay. Okay. Real quick on the side, Deonica says, I've always thought I knew everything until I went to sessions with Dom, danced with DeMarick, and James took me all the way out of my comfort zone. I still feel I have not quite accomplished following DeMarick and Dom. Whatever.
Yeah, she tripping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a good try.
That was a good try.
Last time I danced with Deanna, because my glasses fall off.
Yeah. Okay. Melinda again says that you have to be dang near perfect to get dances. If you mess up, no one wants to dance with you, and that people take things too seriously, and the enjoyment is gone. I want to know who you've been hanging around and dancing with like that. Because that's not a good thing. If that's that you were feeling up, I hate that's happening. I don't. I don't. Any. I can speak for the guys on this panel. I don't think that we feel like anyone has to be dang near perfect to get dance. Um, that may be happening a lot in our community on the other side with other guys who are have a different reason for getting up and dancing, and that's their purpose. Unfortunately, that's may or may not be good or whatever for the whole community. Um, but I hate that's happening. Me and you danced before. I don't, mess ups. You know how we work. We roll in mess ups into something cool. So I hate that. And guys and everybody out there, y'all pay attention to what the people are saying in these sides, because a lot of it's true and relevant to how we're dancing, and they want to feel a certain way. Okay. J. Cole, I could go on and on, but I'm waiting for y'all. Bro, we didn't ask you to come on the show, man. When you gonna come on the show? I'm asking you right now on the show. When are you gonna come on the show? We are ready to have J. Cole on the show. When you gonna come on the show? Janetta says, okay, give me beginner's dissertation. I thought the dance was just sexy, sensual, and flowing, was not the athleticism some styles required.
It's not a
I
requirement.
can dig that. I can see that. I can see that. You got to also remember something. There's various forms of those dances too. Some of them and it depends also on the music, guys. If you're dancing to a slower, smoother song, your dance should be slower and smoother.
Should be.
Should be. Some guys still go move. No, unfortunately, that's not everybody, but it does happen sometimes. Athleticism, there's athleticism in every dance. If you're gonna turn, you gotta know how to turn. That's gonna happen. But I definitely feel what you're saying. And sometimes we do push the ladies, some of our leads do push the ladies as far as their limits on what their physical capabilities may be. And I think that might be that the physical capabilities. We're gonna go out basically with these questions that we got on here. A little bit. I am being more open about taking the dance out of rotating as much. I still prefer the continuous rotation, but I can accept when it's not. Okay, I can dig that. It Pam says it's a partnership with teamwork and not a lead control fest. So she thought at one point it was all about lead having all of the control. So now she understands it takes two. Once I was blessed to dance with leads who had the same concept, it was on and popping. Okay. I always thought women hijack moves was a bad thing, but now, no, it just looks like an expression. There's a difference between hijacking and actually having some styling or hitting breaks in the music. There's definitely a difference between the two. Glad that you noticed that. What? Why are y'all not taking me? Whatever. Anyway.
Oh no, they should get right back.
I really do. So I need y'all to address my comment.
Deanna, you amazing. Stop. Listen, you've been doing this thing for a long time, and anytime we get a chance to dance with you on that floor, it's always an honor because you truly make us look good on that floor. You can turn up when we want to turn up, or you can slow it down and make it sexy when we want to slow it down. So I tip my hat off to you every time I dance with you. So cut that foolery out.
So I'm gonna say this. Me and you done did the West Coast swing together, the swing out thing together. The only difference is that you've had to take some time to deal with life, and you couldn't continue to practice the way that you were. That's the only thing that happened. Other than that, you're still an amazing dancer. You understand concept, and you know how to deliver those same concepts to other students. So that's what makes you good. That's what makes it happen. So I have no doubt that you could working on to do it. We just hadn't got together and worked out like we used to before. That's why it feels that way. Back in the day, we used to work out all the time and dance a lot more. So it kept everything going. Sometimes life gets in the way, and then we kind of grow a little bit different from each other. But it just takes a little time to get back together to get back on that same task. Okay. Let's see. Cecil says she needs to consider dancing with me. It does not matter how well one dances. Cecil, I'm gonna say this. You're right. It doesn't matter how well someone dances, but couple dancing is physical. If she is being physically harmed in the dance, then it is a problem. Other than that, yeah, you're right. There's no, how well somebody dances. But if they don't dance well enough to lead without hurting someone or something like that, not saying things like that, but wrong, but it could be a problem. Just don't forget to consider that. J. Cole said he's ready. Okay, we might be calling you next week. Let's see. Kia, you're a better follower and you made me look good. See, give each other love. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Kamika, I learned there are phases of growth in dance, personal and social growth. Understanding the etiquette and grasping it. Absolutely. Glad that you learned that. That's important. Melinda, you make me dance all the time, Dominique Martin. You're one of the few who this doesn't apply to. You do both. You dance with me for fun and instructional. Hey, me and you talked about it. We was gonna get you to that level that you wanted to, but at the same time, we was gonna show you how to let loose at the same time. So I appreciate that. Let's see. J. Cole said that's why we won without ever dancing with one another. Yep, that's why you and Pam won.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. There's definitely a difference between hijacking communication to dance and a style. Yes. Thanks. But I understand, Donna, because we made it all the way to the last comment. Yes. I can't believe we did it. I was trying to get there. But yeah, guys, I think one thing that I learned when I first started doing the dance, I really thought it was about the man doing as many patterns as he could. Like really showing off them patterns and doing this and doing that. And then I really started to understand more about the dance, and it was more about setting up the lady is what made me look good. Like I used to be one. I still have my fun and my part in it too, but I used to really do a lot of stuff. But now I started learning more about that I could enjoy the music and different styles of music. I thought when I first got into it that swing out was only a certain type of music, that it was only certain moves, that it was only this, that it was only that. But now I know that those movements, those basics were just a roadmap for me to understand the parts of it. And I could actually do some things with those parts of the dance if I knew what I was doing. So that kind of was the thing I learned that was what I thought was completely off. I thought it was just getting out there, showing off a couple of moves and all that. But the more I dove into the dance, the more I started understanding all of the fundamentals and everything that was so great about it, and what I could do with it. I could slow it down, I could speed it up, I could try this trick move, I could try this, I could do this. I was like, man, oh, this is endless. And with a partner, oh man, come on, this is dope. And I just kind of got out of the fact of thinking that everything was just about, dressing up and doing some, a bunch of fast moves. No, it wasn't. It was about taking some time and some technique and learning some stuff, because I didn't have any technique when I first started this dance. I didn't have any technique. I was like a raw basketball player, just out there on the basketball court, on the black court, just trying to dunk on everybody. That's me. But until I got into it, I was like, man, there's way more to it. Way more to it. DeMarick, did you watch our hot movie?
Honestly, I did, Janetta. I did. All you need is that hot 6. That's all you need. Yeah, man. Man, good show, y'all. Good show.
And shout out to you guys. That was J. Cole and Pam. Shout out to their place in ISDC, just from vibing off of each other, understanding how to do the dance together and vibing off each other. I see you, DD.
Yeah, that's my part.
Vibing off each other and things like that, man. So good stuff. Guys, I think we got to our last question of the day. Anything in the chat? Anybody have anything to say they want to talk about real quick, or have anything they want to add to the discussion that we just talked about real quick before we jump into moving over into the other segment that we have to get ready for tonight?
I agree with that too, J. Cole. Your partner can push you.
Yes. You can push.
Oh, so the folks that don't read the fine print on Facebook events, we will not be out there tomorrow.
Yes.
We will not be out there tomorrow. We'll be out there on the 20th and the 27th. So if you go out there, you're going to be looking at the memorial, just letting you know. So,
yeah.
Just and also, as you can see, like right now, the sun goes down sooner due to the fall season. So on the 20th, we'll be starting at 6. 6. 6.
6.
6. And my battery power generator got an hour and a half, hour 45. So you do the math. 6.
Do it take Duracell batteries?
Hey guys, it's been great, man, and we actually miss you guys out there, man. We've been skipping some Sundays. I'm missing dance with y'all. Look how beautiful that setup is, man. That is a beautiful scenery back there. Even in the little dark, that's starting to get really nice. Shout out to everybody who is coming on out.
6
o'clock. So, guys, we're going to be doing a back-to-back. So, again, if you go again, because I'm going to reiterate it again, do not go out there today tomorrow unless you just want to view the memorial, because that's what will be there. We're coming back, new music, old and new line dances and everything with a probably really cool setup for the next weekend, which is next weekend, okay? Next weekend, 6 o'clock, be ready. Because it's time for the sun is going to start going down at 7:30. So we want to keep it like the sunset thing going, because that's what really works, is the cooler temperature. So, again, what time did we say we're going to do it, guys?
Next Sunday, 6.
6. On what date? The 20th and the 27th?
Yes. Well, I'll look at the sunset for the 27th. Yeah. On the 20th, 6.
Thank you.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, cool beans, and cold beans and collard greens. So hey guys, listen up. Hey, we miss you guys. We thank you guys for tuning in today. We want you guys to make sure. James, are you posting it on your page? Are you sharing the event on your page?
Yeah.
Or whose page is it going to be on so we'll know where to tell people to go look?
Everybody, it's gonna be on everybody. So once I get there, I'm gonna share it. So it'll be on everybody's.
So it's going to be
styles, but yeah, I share it and then the market shared.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't know what Jay. I don't know what time the Cowboys play next week. I know this week they play at 7 something.
3:25. 3:25.
Early game.
They have an early game next week, so we're gonna be doing it right after the game. So 6 o'clock is when we'll be doing it right after the game.
Yep.
I know we got the people who like to watch it. We know we got those fellas who want to watch that game. So we're gonna try to make sure we take that in consideration. Because ladies, y'all don't want to just be out there, ain't no men out there to dance with. So we gotta consider the game.
But some of them don't like football. Some of them like figure skating. So.
Okay, guys, don't forget to tune in and join us. Join them, I think, tonight for the swing out tonight, second Saturday with stepping with style. You can tune in on J3's page. You can tune in on DeMarick's page. Probably anybody who's actually dancing in the thing today. I think I know who's dancing, and I don't mind sharing their names. Let's share their names so people can root for their favorite people that's going to be out. Tonight on the thing will be John Seegers and Alexis Turner from Step and Philnett Harrison from Step and Style, Sharika and DeMarick, Didi and DeMarick, Nikki and DeMarick, and DeMarcus Brewer from D-Town Swing, Jarrell Graham and Tanya Sims from New Dance Swing. Okay. Let's see. And I think that is the guys who are going to be out there on the show today. So, hey, are there going to be line dancers there as well, James?
Not this go round. That's the closest dance, and they want to do it. But it's just strictly dancing this go round.
Okay. Strictly dancing from 7 to 10, guys. You're welcome to join in. If you have a partner, get up and dance with them. Get up and dance with them. And if you see something you like, go out there because a lot of people are watching. Type in something good. We're out of here, guys.
We free.
Y'all have a good weekend. See you next Sunday.
Yeah, better say bye too.
Wearing these contacts different lately, man. And, new game, eyes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.